Monday, March 11. Japan will be the first to report on important economic events this week. At 1:50 a.m., the country is expected to report on the GDP growth rate. Gross domestic product reflects the value of all goods and services produced in Japan during the reporting period compared to the previous one. Values of the indicator above the expected are considered favorable for the Japanese yen, and values below the forecasted are considered negative. At 11:45 p.m., New Zealand will publish data on electronic card retail sales. They reflect the percentage change in non-cash payments for the reporting period relative to the previous one. The indicator can be used to assess consumer spending and economic activity. Its values are seasonally adjusted and may be revised each month. Tuesday, March 12. On Tuesday, traders should pay attention to the UC data. At 9 a.m., the country will publish information on the claimant count change. The report reflects the change in the total number of people who applied for benefits in the reporting month. The increase in the number of applications indicates a worsening situation in the labor market, which may negatively affect the British currency. Also on this day, the US report on the Consumer Price Index is expected at 1:30 p.m. It shows the change in weighted average prices for goods and services in the consumer basket for the reporting period compared to the previous one. The calculation does not include income taxes and investment items e.g., stocks, bonds, and insurance policies. The growth of the index positively affects the dollar. Wednesday, March 13. At 9 a.m., market players can read the GDP data in the United Kingdom. The indicator reflects the value of all produced goods and services for the reporting period. When calculating the GDP, all costs of goods produced and services entered within the country's economy are taken into account. GDP growth may have a positive impact on the pound. At 4:30 p.m., the United States will be informed about the change in crude oil inventories. The report reflects the number of barrels of commercial crude oil contained in the storage facilities of United States companies. The growth of the indicator indicates either a decrease in demand for raw materials or an increase in production. This negatively affects world oil quotations, but the change in prices is short-term. Thursday, March 14. Switzerland's Producer Price Index will be reported on Thursday. The data are expected to be released at 9:30 a.m. They show the change in the prices of goods produced by Swiss companies and sold by them on the domestic and foreign markets. The calculation does not include VAT or excise taxes e.g. on tobacco, alcohol, or petroleum products. A rise in the PPI could have a positive impact on the Swiss franc. At 2:30 p.m., retail sales will be reported in the US. The indicator is calculated by a written survey of about 12,000 retailers of all shapes and sizes across the country. The indicator is widely used by analysts in assessing economic conditions. If retail sales slow down, it could indirectly affect the dollar's decline. Friday, March 15. On Friday at 9:45 a.m., France will report its Consumer Price Index. This indicator reflects the change in prices of a fixed basket of goods and services from the point of view of consumers. The calculation includes the cost of all major segments of private consumption. The growth of the index may be the reason for the rise of the euro. The last major event next week will be the CMHC Canada Housing Starts report. It is expected to be released at 2:15 p.m. The report reflects the number of new housing projects started in the reporting month. The growth of this indicator may have a positive impact on the Canadian dollar.